Welcome back to another episode of Crusader Kings III. In the last episode, we've been put in a pretty good position with Leon here. I don't think we've actually gotten ducal conquest yet, no. But essentially, we managed to get our first county. Basically, I decided to go after this. We fabricated a claim on the former leader of this county here, who was a Frenchman, Geoffrey, and we got a claim, and we pretty easily won this war because he had absolutely no alliances, and he only had a few hundred men. And here we can actually see that this region, Albaracan, or I don't know how you pronounce it, as I've always been saying. I expect me to botch pronunciations. He has 0 men apparently, so if he actually wanted to form a faction against me, even though that this is a Catholic, it is Andalusian though. So if this guy himself, though, he has no men to back him up. He's also not very pious as a person, which, so far in the piety department, we've actually been doing not bad, and that was that's a good segue to what I was also trying to say, is that we're in a good position to actually start expanding our empire and get back some of the lands that we've lost along the way. Porto is one of the counties that I'm thinking of on the top of my head here that was in the after the vassalization of what was I think it was called Baja before, or something like that. There was a different emirate here before that was under the Aftasid emirate here, but now they went independent again, so the vassalization was undone essentially, and now we actually have a different emirate here. It's a different duchy that's currently controlling Porto. There's actually 2 cities here, but this is more or less one county that they're controlling. So I was thinking about going for a holy war, actually. Not for the whole duchy. Duchy of Portugal. I mean, that's the 144, which we could afford that, but that's not cost effective, especially if we're going for one county. Might as well just spend 72. We have a decent war chest. As I said, we've kind of improved the war chest situation in the last episode. And one of the ways we've actually improved the war chest situation is that we've gotten a few more alliances. So we're back with France. So we have an alliance with France again. Not through that marriage that I thought it was going to happen. I think this is through a different marriage. Not with Queen Alex. This is a marriage through Prince Alain. Alan? I think it's Elaine. Prince Alain with our child, Margarita. So Margarita is betrothed to the King of France's son. This is actually Philippe's primary heir, because France has a male-only partition. This was the woman that you might have been thinking of if you haven't watched the last episode, or last few episodes. But no, we're actually talking about, this is the guy that's giving us the alliance with France, and France is actually not that strong. They're only about 3.5k men at the moment, but they're, as you can see, they're splintered a bit. There's a bunch of turmoil going on in the French region, and yeah, if we actually look at the lineup here for heirs, you can actually see this is supposed to be male only, but there's females in the lineup here, so I don't really know. I can't really tell you why the game's doing this, but yeah, the Prince Alain of France is first in line, and that's how we're getting the alliance. So that's a pretty decent lineup there, I guess. Pretty solid connection, because that's probably going to be the king, right, after Philippe. And Philippe's getting quite old. His son is actually remarkably young, but that's because he has a young wife, and that's kind of what matters more, Queen Alex. Which she is actually, Prince Alan, he's actually, Alex's child. So I'm pretty sure Philippe probably had a former wife that passed away quite young, actually. Is there no information on how she died? Oh, she was executed by King Philippe. She's an adulterer, so she probably cheated on him, and he had none of it. So that's probably what was going on. And yeah, Philippe was excommunicated. Not in the last episode. This is just a thing that I've been saying over and over again. Philippe was excommunicated along with Alfonso VI by Callistus III. So Callistus III is still the Pope. He's 76 years old. He's getting quite old now, but as you can see, he's infirm. So I think, he's not fit for much else except waiting for death to claim him. I think Callistus III's days are numbered, so I don't think Callistus III will be around for too much longer as Pope. We're probably going to see a new Pope sometime soon, maybe in this episode, depending on how things play out. Let's see, is there really anything else that I want to say? No. The real question is can I pull off a holy war? Or is it worth pulling off a holy war? We actually might not even need to do a holy war. If I seize this sheikdom, I actually gain the county, and that's going to cost 90 prestige. So that's going to be, 90 prestige is actually kind of expensive because prestige is the main bottleneck in this particular run. We're doing actually remarkably fine with gold. And we've been putting quite a few investments, I believe. We've been doing some investments, right? Building up more infrastructure. I want to say we've been doing that, but yeah, we have been doing something here. We can't upgrade this. This is mainly because the Australinese culture... Well, the Australinese culture has it, but I guess not our culture, because our culture is Castilian. I don't know. So yeah, we've been reinvesting some gold. I guess not as much as we can, or we should have. But it is, pretty cash intensive. Can I actually upgrade anything at Leon before I throw any money anywhere else? I'm not even sure if I should. I mean, I should. It's a good idea to invest. But I am going to focus on war. I'm not going to go for that holy war like I alluded or suggested that I was going to do this episode and the previous episode. I think I'm going to suck up the 90 prestige and go after Porto. And that's actually going to give us a hook on this absolutely ugly Duke Nuno III, who is now in charge of this duchy of Portugal. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna do it. We're gonna seize it. Seizing the actual duchy is more expensive, but the thing is we have the duchy essentially, so we really just need to cut costs by going just for Porto because we have everything else in this duchy in our bag. We're also gonna try to call in vassals, or not vassals, our allies. And so first of all, we want to get in Tuscany because they have the most men. Lower Green is pretty good, but this is going to be not good for prestige. In France, I don't really think we need France involved, but if crap hits the fan, we can always get France involved. I should have actually moved our rally point because here it is. This rally point is not in a very good location. I'm gonna put it over there. Yeah, I should have moved the. I know it's the beginning of the recording session. It's kind of hard to remember that where I placed the rally point last time, but yeah. So we're pretty not good on prestige. That means we probably can't even call in France now. But hopefully that's going to be enough men that we get. Preaching unorthodox doctrine. Your court chaplain caused this issue. That's not great. Incompetency from our own court chaplain. Let's see here. I definitely want this Porto under lockdown here. Although that's not going to be useful. So let's go and actually start sieging these places. Okay, so the Emir is trying to quickly form some alliances to cover his butt And we're getting reinforcements. So we have 6k men in one spot here. Okay. Okay, we're at negative 13% war score, but looks like we're getting a lot of men for this, so I think this is going to go pretty smoothly here. If that 5k men's a little scary, but looks like we're going to have Porto down pat here. Let's go after, let's start going after these guys here. Hopefully they back me up here. Yeah, let's go, let's try to go for the 7k. Since we have 5k men here, it's going to be 9k. Yeah. So we're at plus 29. My vassal's wounded. Which vassal is this? Okay, that's a guy who likes me. That's not great. Martin of Albaracan. Okay, so this is actually new guy. Since you don't really have a family, maybe we should hold you off from knighthood. What's your prowess? 7? That's Soria. Soria, I wouldn't mind dying. You, I'm going to forbid you. I'm just going to hopefully hope that you heal up. You married a 16-year-old, so hopefully you'll actually get some offspring to actually have your... Okay, so this is actually good for prestige, but I don't know if we're actually going up because we have negative prestige, so let's go down here and focus on my prisoner Wali Fath has escaped my dungeons. The guards have nothing to say in the defense, but the damage is already done. Well, we're at 50% war score. 70%. Let's try that 70%. Okay, I spend 70. That's not good. Let's see if these guys 7.5k men in reinforcements. That's nice. Okay, so that's they just did the heavy lifting right there. I'm trying to undo this pillaging here. I'm not sure how fast they're going to do that, but it looks like they're going to take care of that. Okay, we got diplomacy perk. That's probably going to be for ducal conquest. Now would be a great time to switch back to martial, but I can actually switch back to martial if I really wanted to. I don't think I really... Okay, let's we're done here. Let's move over. Let's help out with our allies in case they need it. Okay, we actually are 100%. I kind of missed the sound effect. Okay, so I gained a hook on the Duke here. What's your feudal contract look like, actually, since we have a hook? Low. Well, I don't think this is going to be that low anymore. I think you got to raise it up there. He's actually on council. Does he deserve to be on council? He's not on council. What are you talking about? Why are you satisfied? This is a powerful vassal who doesn't expect anything from you. Is that because you're a child? Maybe. Okay, let's run the clock. We've got fine print, even though we already have that achievement. So, yeah, getting this done, it's a pretty good start. That's for sure. Okay, we got a child. This is from our daughter-in-law. That's not the menu I want. So that's Rodrigo. I don't know if I want two Rodrigos back to back. I think there's nicer Castilian / Iberian / Spanish names. Simon, Ordoño. I'd be kind of okay with Ordoño, to be honest. Lorenzo, Manuel, Andre, Oveco, Osorio. That would not be a great name because that's just really long. I'll just go stick with Ordoño. The other ones aren't that bad either, but that really long one, I don't want to, you know, bother trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Didn't we... wasn't there like a fertility issue with her son? He was gay. Stat-wise, you're actually not great. Ooh. Feeble. Oof. Oof. That's the... Ugh. That's kind of yuck, actually. Not really looking forward for that, honestly. Not... What is this? This is Sweden? Yeah, Kingdom of Sweden. Let me see here. Wolfled. I'm not really seeing any alliances here. I mean, this is all like 2018 plus. So I think this is because it's just too far down the tree. But this is definitely not someone you want to have leaving the house very often. Very feeble. Yeah. Might not. I don't know. Maybe the world might be too harsh for him. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Honestly. So yeah. Okay. Other than our heir's heir not looking good. Not really. I really don't like this view. I really would rather have this view, to be honest. But I don't know. I think that's. I think Sancho doesn't actually come married, so this is just a kind of specific to the save, more or less. But yeah, the tree's gonna be a bit round. But I'd rather the game. I don't think you can actually choose like what view you want, but I'm more of a fan of seeing this because we can actually see the kings here. But I guess this is trying to emphasize King Garcia, but I'd rather emphasize Fernando in the tree. But that's just I think I might have ranted about this before in a previous episode, so I think it might just be trying to. I think the code probably just wants to pan it to the leftmost position, probably in the tree. But the Taifa states here are looking very splintered. The Hunids are just like, this is gonna fall apart. I didn't actually look at our independent exclave thing, exclave independence or whatever it's called, that prevents people from just having this kind of map gore. But yeah, Molina. Yeah, this is Molina. Molina, I think so. Ducal Conquest. We can actually go for Ducal Conquest for Alcatraz. Not Alcatraz. What am I can't read. This is Alcanas. Against Emir Yahya II. Yahya II, probably. It's not Yahya. It's Yahya, probably. Something like that. The Sheikdom of Alcanas. It's yeah, a little expensive on the prestige, which we're kind of down the hole on. And we also have Yusuf ibn Yusuf of the Hudid Emirate, and this guy, you know, same thing. 675 is quite expensive. Ducal conquests, to be honest. Holy War for Duchy, Holy War for County. This is only 72. 72, what is this? Piety, not prestige. Piety. This is prestige. 72 piety. We can expand the borders a little bit more, so it's a little bit more outward pushing rather than them pushing inwards. How we charged our men? We probably should be running the clock here. Pretty charged. We got 7k. I don't know if it's including allies. 6.8k excluding allies, 10k with allies. That's not bad, actually. Now, of course, calling in allies is going to put the prestige down the drain. That's for sure. Which prestige? Let's see here. Greeting my perceptive liege. I've discovered that Count Fernando's inherited contract obliges him to more than you have collected. What is his contract? Let me see this. This is normal. His feudal taxes are increased. Sure. He's in jail anyways. Okay, so we got the albino here. This is the albino Rasik ibn Abu Bakr of Medellin. Medellin, I think. Where is Medellin? Sheikdom of Medellin. Oh, that's right. It's right behind, or excuse me, right beside Badajoz, I think. Yeah. So you have a son, I'm guessing. No, that's not your son. Do you not have any children? You have only 2 children. You have Nalia Aftasid and Dima Aftasid. And no children, and she's unmarried. I bet you're not going to allow that marriage. No, that's over 1,000 negative. Faith, yeah, faith. Faith is the main bottleneck there. Let's see here. Ransom, so you want to pay 25 gold to me? I mean, we have a lot of gold. We probably should be investing that into our infrastructure, to be honest. Let's see how vertically we can upgrade. So we actually have a castle here. We can't upgrade the castle. What is this? Forest forts? Levies plus 100. That was pretty good. Forestry, which is going to give us more gold and a reduction in construction time, which is not terrible. Hunting grounds, which is levies and taxes, which is a good choice usually, and more levies. I like levies, but yeah, levies is good for waging war. Once you're not waging war anymore, then it's more about gold, right? What do I actually want? I'm gonna go with hunting grounds, and I think maybe I might go for forestry after that, just to go for gold, because I know we're not gonna always be going for warfare, right? Pastoral lands. Do we want to vertically improve this? We also have the monasteries, which is controlled growth. Okay. Taxes. So currently it's 0.4. We can go up to 0.5. Controlled growth would go up. But we would also have increase of levies here, along with a very similar tax increase. I'm going to go with the pastoral lands. Okay, so we're actually down at 100 gold, but this is still going to upgrade the quarry. And then this is going to be left alone, essentially, and then we can run the clock here. Just waiting. How old are we? We're about 40. How old's our wife? Is she 40 as well? Yes, she is. Cousin's taken a prisoner, apparently. I got this county because I guess you never managed to get a child. And he never recovered. You were severely injured. Okay, well, there you go. We're over domain limit, so we will get this out of the way as soon as possible, and I'm not giving it to my son. I want this, like, off my chest. The question is, who would be best? These guys are higher up. Tello. Do I want to give it to Tello? He is gregarious. He is also stubborn, which gives him a health boost. Just, as well as astute intellectual. He is a Castilian Catholic, which is always good to see. He's young, so he probably is going to have a strong lineage. Probably will get a wife, children, won't be problematic. There's definitely a war being waged here. I don't know what's going on here. Defending against Count Rodrigo Dieguez of Asturias de Oviedo in the Ovedian claim on the county of Asturias de Santillana, I think, I guess. Asturias de Santillana? I don't know. As I said, probably botching pronunciations. So, is this guy going to get 2 counties now? Is that what's trying to go? Is this what this guy's trying to pull off? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, and then you're gonna try to sweeten the deal by inviting me to a feast. Sure. I don't have anything else to do. Stress loss would be nice. Estefania has a point. Where's her food? Courteous guests for 5 years. Count Rodrigo announced a slight delay to the serving of the food, and Countess Estefania looks ready to burst with frustration. And in between grumbles from her stomach, I only hear grumbles of displeasure. This character is exceptionally courteous and considerate of their hosts, wherever they may be. This is good for Vassal, in Liège opinion. Losing stress. I mean, it's half my stress gone, but I'd rather have this buff, honestly, so I'll take that. And how long is that going to last for? 1150, so 5 years. And we're actually going to get stress loss here. What kind of meat is this? So rich in flavor. What are these vegetables? Almost sweet. And what are these little desserts? This feast has some of the best food I've ever tasted. Hopefully it's not human flesh. I'll put it that way. Delightful. Okay, how much stress did we lose? We lost half of our stress. So if we took the if we didn't go for the buff, we would have lost all of our stress. But here we go. We're going to lose 20 more stress, and Count Rodrigo is going to gain 15 more opinion from me for 5 years, which is great. And yeah, these guys are currently facing. This guy's losing his war. Yeah, Liberty War. I'm not surprised that they're going for a Liberty War. Sheikh Musa ibn Abd al-Malik of Al-Kanaz, which started on the 11th of July, 1109. So that's almost going for a year now. This was a negative 55%, so not great for him. If they splinter, that's only going to be good for us, I guess, as long as they don't like make a bunch of alliances with themselves. Social manipulation. The first time it happened, I barely... Okay, so this is the classic one that you get with diplomacy. I guess I'll go with this one. Failed to manipulate him. That's fine. And there's... So how's our... Prestige is still in the negative. This guy is, what, facing a war? He's facing 2 wars. Duke Guy of Calabria in the Calabrian claim on the Duchy of Apulia? Is this even in here? No, he's dealing with, like, stuff happening all the way over here. I love it when that happens. He has 2 duchies. Yeah, he has Cumbria and Portugal. Does he? He should have partition. So if he has multiple sons, that will be partition. What else do I want to look at? And this is the war that I'm concerned about. He's actually attacking the Aftasid for looking for Plasencia. So that's kind of an interesting turn of events. I don't know if I can actually join in on that war. No, I can't join any of his wars because he's not fighting a peasant faction, and we're probably not in... Well, we're not in an alliance with him, so... And I don't see any way to negotiate an alliance with him, so we can't exactly help him at all, unless it's a peasant revolt. But, you know, I guess that's, you know, this episode's actually, you know, starting to hit that 30-minute mark. So I'm going to actually wrap this up here. So, yeah, if you like this episode, feel free to, you know, leave a like and subscribe. And I guess I'll see you in the next episode then.